breaks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Adamant flame! Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Big anime vibe with the period end. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Demon Raid? Hits them with the fire. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Grabs them. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Gets a chance at that jumping. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Good anti-air. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Oh, easy tag. With the life gap opening up, they need KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Gets carried to the corner. Uses the gauge for a super art. Big anime vibe with Imperium's end. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. They were right to be on guard there. The corner throw ends it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. The low kick connects. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 chases them down. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Will this super art connect? Psycho Storm's bringing a flurry of pain right to their doorstep. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. In a dire situation. Spends a little game. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Medium kick hits. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Doesn't miss a beat. Throw whips. What'll happen here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Rushes that off and keeps going. All in with a rush. Big anime vibe with Imperium's end. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talk? The combo's there. Backs them into the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Opts for the throw. Trips them up. Sends the gauge on the drive rush. Nails the anti-air. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Burnout is triggered. Adds a little super juice. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. They've piled up the knowledge. Now hits them with a stop and bop. Holds out with the block. Big throws. Gets the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters planning something? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Answers with a Psycho uppercut. Jump? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Flatlines them. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They trade hits. Just out of range for that throw. Takes the chance to hurt him. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Box him with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Spends the gate, heats it up with a combo is nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Keeping them away. Demon Blade kick. Goes to the overdrive. Plenty of space with drive rush to keep it going. The overhead's good. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Demon Raid. Not close enough for the throw. Adamant flip. Leg kick. KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Okay, they trade hits. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Goes for the drive rush there. Long low attack hits. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. A super arc? The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Hammers him with a Psycho Blitz. Goes for the jump in. Experiencing burnout. No cookout complete without Empyrean's hand. Hanging on for dear life. Zanku Hadouken attempts to break in there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. All right. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. All that effort for so little payoff. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Solid combo. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Spins it on the super art. And the Psycho Cannon's activated. Let's see what they do now. The super doesn't hit. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Player 2, were they baiting them into that? Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. That drive impact doesn't get through. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. Does a good job of pushing back. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. An OG Psycho Uppercut puts them on the ropes. Breaks the block with a throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush! Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super! Spending that music like it's nobody's business. Okay, here we go. Uses their drive gauge. The jump clutch anti-air. Wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's now or never. Connects with the throw. There, springs forward with the drive rush. Hadouken! Anti-air in the clutch. What are they gonna do? Player 2, with a slight lead, reads the throw and escapes. The drive impact doesn't work. The low kick hits. Closes in. Close range projectile. All the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Both absolutely no. Critical art now. The affliction flatlines them. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws a fireball. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Hits with the overhead. That's the jump in they were looking for. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive move and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. They got their eye on the air. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown and zones with the fireball. Drive gauge management here is going to be drive rush to keep it going. Gets the combo. Doesn't miss a beat. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Zanku Hadouken attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. We're out of stance, springs forward with the drive rush. Can they use this super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Takes the chance to hurt him. Difficult situation for a throw. Still slugging it out here. What's the play here? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Holds out with the block. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Demon Raid? Hopes with the meat springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Denies the jump in. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Jumps up. Zanku Hadouken. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. Not much life difference. Drive rush to keep it going. Going in. Throws them. Player 2 needs to use. Goes to the air. Forward rush. Cross up. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Shows the medium kick. Zones with the fireball. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Both fight. This is gonna be bad news. All in with a rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Snatches him with simple calamity. We're about to see Akuma when he really means business. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Amazing! Oh, critical art now. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute looking.